Hi. So I'm coming on today, not live, but just a little video on my chats. What did I call it? My driving chats or whatever. But I'm coming on here today to share a very short amount of body, soul, spirit, and why all three being tended to together is so important. Also, I am thinking that all of my North Dakota and Minnesota friends are probably laughing at me right now. The fact that I have a parka on in 41-degree weather in the state of North Carolina. But this is a freeze baby, and I splurged and had to get me a thicker coat because my other coat was not sufficing, keeping me warm. Anyways, when it comes to full body self-care, we really just can't do one without the other. This isn't a preaching episode that you have to believe in Jesus. Now, do I think that makes things a lot easier? Yes, because it is the strength that we get from Him. But this is just tending to all three parts of us. Like, we have to take care of our mind, we have to take care of our body, and we have to take care of what we put into our body, and whether that's through our mouth, through our eyes, through our ears, like all of these things. So when people come to me and say, hey, I'm really struggling with my diet, I can't seem to stay on track, I can't seem to do this, I can't seem to do that, and I will ask them, like, are you working out? Are you exercising? What does this look like? What does your sleep look like? What does your routine look like? What does your self-talk sound like? And that is a huge one. We think that shaming ourselves or talking down to ourselves or talking poorly about our bodies is going to get us to the gym, it's going to get us to eat better, it's going to do the things that we want to do, but actually it does the very opposite of what we want. So it's really important that we speak to ourselves kindly, we have grace for ourselves, what we are listening to, what we are watching is huge. We think, oh, we can just go on Netflix and just watch whatever, and it's not going to affect our life at all. You are 1000% wrong. We can go on Instagram, we can follow all these quote-unquote perfect-looking people and be just fine. You are 200,000% wrong. All of these things affect us. What we're choosing to feed our mind with, all of these, I'm trying to do this in such a short video, and that's really hard for me to do, is talk in small amounts. But these things really play into it all. We have to, so for me, it's doing a journaling daily, and I actually really love writing and I love journaling, but one thing that has made it really difficult for me to do is I tend to sit down for far too long and journal. And so I created my own journal that is just bullet points, and then I can choose on the next page to expand upon if I have time or if I want, but at least I get the hard things out and I get the things that I'm grateful for out. And so just getting it out of my mind, and that helps so much. So I can come back to it and see like what I've gotten progress in, and what I'm kind of like, oh man, I was dealing with this 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 months ago, last month. What is going on that this is still happening? What am I not doing? That has been super helpful for me. And so that is a way, that is like, that little simple thing is self-care for our body, soul, and spirit, just in that one. But that helps me when I'm doing that. It's interesting how much that will play into the rest of my day. Just especially like just saying things that I'm grateful for, and then also being realistic with myself that these things are hard right now. I can't just ignore them and slap some positivity on them. I have to acknowledge that I have 3 things that are hard and 3 things that I'm grateful for. These 3 things are really hard, and that's okay. And then here are 3 things I'm grateful for. So sometimes I find what in this can I be grateful for, or they're just 3 different things that I'm grateful for in my life to just get me into that frame of mind. And then I try to do that in the morning, and then I go to the gym, and so I'm tending to my body. And before the gym, I have a smoothie that I don't want to eat. I want to eat a big meal, but I know that's not going to help my workout. I know that's not going to help my energy, and so I choose self-control. It's not about food is not okay. It's just I have learned to listen to my body, and my body has told me having an egg and some vegetables, even like sauteed, is too much before I work out. And so but you can have that another time of the day, or if I want to have a bagel, I don't do gluten, so a gluten-free bagel and an egg, that's fine. But is this going to help me, or is it going to take away from something? So this is a very long, short version of tending to like body, soul, and spirit. The gratitude practice is huge. Working out is huge. And then what we put into our mouth is huge. For me, I do love God, and so like reading my Bible is a daily, I say daily, it's a thing that I try to do daily that I'm never consistent in, but it does really help. Something, again, simplify it down, but just getting me in the Word. I read the proverb of the day. So today's the 30th, so I read Proverbs 30. And then I go to Psalms, and if I don't have a lot of time, I just go to the beginning of Psalms, or a psalm that I know is short, and I read it out loud. Saying these things out loud, even when you're like writing in your gratitude journal, write down the things you're grateful for, but then speak them out loud. Like, I know that there's like science behind this, and I cannot explain it to you right now, but I have done the research and I have learned this. Like, speaking things out loud is so powerful. And so if you don't believe in God and you don't read the Bible, find something else that is encouraging that you can read, or that you like, whether it's just poems, just like uplifting poems, read it out loud, something that is going to nurture you in the ways that you want to receive, that you're comfortable receiving. Yeah, this is longer than I was planning, but I hope that this was helpful, and thank you for listening on my drive.